Welcome back, everybody, here to your coverage of the D2CL game number 2 of our quarterfinal number 2. Team Empire going up against NiP. NiP missing the timing, missing the window, and missing everything else with it, allowing Team Empire to stand true and take out game number 1. How will it all go down in game number 2? We head into the draft to find out as I welcome back my co-caster for tonight. Hi, Claire!
Hello, brother. I can finally hear your voice. Oh my goodness. Oh, last game was a disaster, man. I was trying so hard to just make out what you're saying, and half the time I think I just started rumbling all over you.
Dude, half the time I don't even know what I'm saying, so we're all good. let's get to our draft, man, because it's already underway. So, Team Empire, goodbye, Mr. SF. No more SF in this game. No more Darkseer. No more Doom. No more Wisp. We take out critical heroes of the entire night. Team Empire, they start with the Tuskar, and in return we get the Dazzle Gyrocopter, so heavy team fights coming in for NiP.
Yep, heavy team fights with the Gyrocopter. The one-man show that we had earlier, of course, it wasn't exactly a one-man, but towards the end it looked like a one-man show with Miracle playing it on Team Monkey. And now we have NiP, probably on Era, playing the Gyrocopter this game. How will Empire repel the Gyrocopter this game? Find out after the next 7 picks or so.
Start to sound like one of those commercials.
Yep, I had to add the WWE spin to it. You know,
Stay tuned after this break, where you'll find out: will Gyrocopter be taken down by Tuskar? How will Team Empire repel the man with so many rotors? Even his girlfriend is windblowing.
Not quite the spin that I had on mine, but somewhere along the lines, you should just toss it in a do 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 do.
I don't know that one. I don't know the do 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 do.
Actually,
I know the do-do-do-do. I know.
Yeah, John Cena, man. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's what you were trying to do?
Of course. I can't make it too loud, you know, because then John Cena might actually appear.
Well, I read a comic the other day where John Cena was like, I was watching a video on YouTube. I was getting really into it, and then I realized it was a parody of me.
Yeah, suddenly when you're John Cena and you see John Cena come out of nowhere when John Cena shouldn't be there. Life of John Cena.
John Cena! Yeah, that's wonderful. Spirit Breaker and Tuskar. This is familiar to earlier tonight. Very aggressive, very tanky, easy to run in, and wonderful up against NiP right now, especially considering one of their supports doesn't have a stun. And the Gyrocopter, we're not going to count his stun.
Oh yeah, I think it's definitely harder to gank it than with like something like a Darkseer, for example. But even then, I would say what NiP has right now are pretty much like some of the best you can pick. Because if you look at those bruiser heroes, right? Once they get on top of you, man, like a lot of heroes, like I'm talking 90% of Dota heroes might just fall to that type of aggression. But Gyrocopter and Dazzle are pretty much the exceptions, I feel like, because you can either grave or you can heal to turn the fight. A la Necro style, or you can just have too much damage, which is the example of the Gyrocopter. So I think right now NiP, they have a good shot here so far. It's just 2 picks in, and of course we're only getting to the 4th ban. But depending on what they pick up here on the 3rd and what kind of cards they show, they can certainly repel the heavy strength gain meta that this patch is presenting us to be.
Really, this is actually where we've turned. We went from the age of the Intel heroes, where Bloodstones reign supreme, to the meat shields.
Yeah, strength heroes with no mana cost. That's what this is. He's Spirit
Breaker. It's Jakiro! It's all about the Jackie!
The twin-headed dragon. Come on, Toby. What's your obsession? What's your fetish?
He's just a good hero.
It is.
He's actually so simple to play.
It may be.
He's just perfect. Yeah. Actually, I don't know if Jakiro is a he. I don't know the law or the gender.
You know, Jakiro with his twin heads, you know, you might just say he's the best of both worlds.
What, are you saying he's like
I'm not saying anything, man. Whatever you say from here on out is your word and not mine.
Is he a dual gender?
You can't, Toby. You can't.
It's still one body though. It's still one body. So
exactly.
Well, anything is possible these days with science.
That is. That's an Earthshaker right there.
Okay.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, it is. Man, this team fight for NiP. Yes!
Well, that's that. And now we have a disruptor. Great. Yep.
Do we care? Yes, we do.
Oh,
Yes.
come on.
Yes,
I
we do.
definitely care. I don't know about you. You seem to be too fanaticizing about the
Man, I would
you
have
know.
preferred to see a disruptor pick up on NiP. I thought that would have worked a hell of a lot nicer. The ability to glimpse back Tusker, Spirit Breaker, or if they
And
snowball in, you throw down the wall as well as the ulti. Like,
Right.
life gets so hard for you
Reserve
if you're a
time.
Spirit Breaker and Tusker up against a disruptor. But this disruptor now does what? Jari has a BKB. Earthshaker, when he jumps in, if he jumps in, you're dead. Like that's just the way the Earthshaker runs. And then the Dazzle, he's kind of that guy where even if you do trap someone inside the disruptor ulti, Dazzle sits on the end, giving everyone extra armor, as well as the potential Shallow Grave and Burst heal, so you can get heroes out of that static storm.
Yeah.
So I'm not so certain about this disruptor pickup, but it is a great hero. The low hard dance is amazing on. So
Exactly.
I'm
It's
okay
Loa
with it for
Dance
that.
is- Yeah, it's one of his two heroes. You know, I wish Empire brought back his Rubik. I really wish they did. Like I want to see Aloha Dance play Rubik every game actually.
Rubik would be really good in this game.
Yeah, I mean
Radiant
Rubik is
team
always one of the
ban.
best picks against Earthshaker. When you steal that Fisher, the game changes. But I mean that he's definitely one of the best Rubiks in the scene. I think him, Kuroki, and Lil Hardy. Their Rubiks are amazing, man. Oh my goodness, the
10
spells they
seconds
steal.
remaining.
The positions they have on their spell steals, it's
5
just
seconds
you really wish
remaining.
Tyrant was in the scene again so you can just see him steal Ravages.
It's the dream, man. There's so many highlight clips back of those plays.
Hmm
It's some good stuff, man. Now we just have a fisting chain.
Now we just have Wind Rangers.
Yeah.
The Ginger and Green
10
picked up
seconds
every
remaining.
single game.
And her Tulex,
Ridiculous.
5 seconds
also
remaining.
known as the Light of Heaven.
Well, formerly I would say so. I think Shackle these days is a lot
Reserve
different from what Light of Heaven used to achieve. It's just like Shackle right now it's so easy to hit on. I mean, people have been saying it forever on Dota 2 thing in comparison to Dota 1, but it's like anywhere you take a fight, you're scared that you're gonna get shackled. Just like
Yeah.
this instant, like super fast.
Why is there no nerf to that? In fact, I think it actually got buffed. Like, I'm talking like 3, 4, 5
Oh yeah,
patches
it got
ago.
buffed many times to get to where it is now, for sure.
Yeah. Just,
It's so good, man. Like like these double shackles that are like 700 range apart. And you just wonder if like how is this possible, kind of thing.
Shouldn't be.
Radiant team
Yeah,
It's-
it's so strong.
It's the simple answer as it shouldn't be. But at the same time, we know there's a patch going to be coming out after the major, so maybe she'll get nerfed down a little bit at that point, depending on also what happens at the competitions leading up, like NYC is on the coming week. We still have these D2CL finals that we're doing. We've got a lot of defense games going on, so there's a big sample pool, which still shows a lot of different heroes
10
and how they get
seconds
balanced.
remaining.
Or how
Yeah.
they should be balanced, I should say.
Oh yeah, the
5
patch after
seconds
major will
remaining.
most certainly a big one, and it won't change the game just in a few hero picks, but with the introduction of I believe Pit Lord, so that's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 years later we'll eventually see Oracle and Earth Spirit getting to the pool. Although they should really stay out, but
No, yeah, actually, 10 years. 10 years, I'm fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Oracle, actually, Oracle I'm okay with coming in.
You're only okay with it because you haven't seen a good Oracle, man.
No,
If you ever faced a good Oracle, you just wanna-
I've seen a good Oracle play. I've seen a good
10
Oracle play.
seconds remaining.
And he is
You want to
compl-
pull your hair out,
He
man.
is so imbalanced.
Oh my
5
god.
seconds
But-
remaining.
But what
That
what
nuke.
makes it beautiful is the combos he can achieve, and as a caster I can appreciate the combos.
Reserve
But
time.
the Earth Spirit can suck my imbalanced
Alliances.
change log.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Fun
He
hero.
is a dick.
Fun heroes to play Dota with and against, of course.
He has
because-
he has no right to be in the game of Dota 2. He needs to be more nerfed than what he is, and actually just have half of his abilities changed.
Mhm.
Hello, Clinks. So really,
is. Yeah,
really good.
I don't think that's a strong pick this game.
you don't
particularly-
even with the strafe up against the Phoenix Egg.
I think that's like one of the options you can look for a counter. In that sense, I think it's good. Well, to be fair, I don't think Phoenix in itself is particularly a good pick either this game because there's so many tools to not only evade what the Phoenix throws at you, but there's also a disruptor. And I'm more just thinking like it's a one position hero, a carry, that does nothing to a Windrunner. Literally nothing. Because Windrunner presses one button and all the damage that Klings throws at her is just like it's completely negated. It's actually why I don't like Windrunner right now. I think her design is kind of too simple and too silly in that regard.
Really?
Yeah. And Windrun is honestly a dumb ability. I think it's very stupid.
I also don't know what she's doing with this hair. Like, what is this? Wait, where the hell is my? Okay, there's my mouse. Just like my mouse isn't appearing on the screen for some reason.
You're wondering about Windrunner.
The protector's hair. It's got this weird little like clay bounce. Because it's just so like lined together. It's got this weird clay bounce on the back of her head.
Yeah. You're wondering about this hair. Have you seen Arteezy's hair recently?
30 seconds.
I have not kept up with the styles of Arteezy's hair. No.
Oh, well, you should check it out.
Oh, okay. Why do I think I'm gonna regret that? You know,
I'm just making a
I have enough trouble.
Yeah.
Just like
Shout out to Arteezy.
like just accepting Cap's hairstyle. Like.
Oh,
I've gotten to the point where Cap's hairstyle is actually very acceptable. I think it actually looks pretty damn cool. Okay, hello top lane contest.
Oh wow.
Okay,
He went for it, didn't he?
he tried it. He tried it. Silent tried it. He failed.
Yeah. And there was almost an engagement that was going on at the bottom lane, and we were occupied with people's hairstyles.
Yeah. No, I was watching it.
Oh, you were watching?
Don't
Okay.
worry, man.
I was watching it too, but I said nothing about it because
Don't
I
worry.
thought Cap's hair was more important.
No, well, Cap's hair is important, but it's not more important.
Well,
I keep eyes on everything. Just remember, man, like the amount of people who are actually probably listening to us is very, very low. It's like how many people like I would like to see the chat like wonder how many people who are watching the stream right now are actually in Twitch chat. Because I have the answer over on my side. I think a lot of people will be very disappointed. I hate to tell you guys, but Twitch chat is not the majority. There's definitely a loud group of people, but it is not the majority.
I see.
I'm only saying that because of numbers. Don't hate me. Don't hate me, boys. Just for the realism. All right, so let's talk about our lays, man, because we're already up and running. I'll actually give you an exact number once the Twitch chat tries to guess. So this dual off lane, Spirit Breaker as well as Aloha Dance, they just tank through so much of what Era wants to pump at them. So what do you do? Like, is this pull the only way you can get around it? Because Seal Kit's not going to harass him out of lane. Like I don't know exactly what the plan is here from Aloha and Resolution.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh wow. So that's a pretty simple Phoenix kill, as you can expect, really, with a disruptor plus one lane. Phoenix is not. He's very vulnerable in the laning stage, of course. And yeah, I don't know.
He's quite terrible against a disruptor because he's always going to get glimpsed. Because you don't move, you don't disappear from time and space.
Yeah, his escape tool is basically hard countered by one spell. So that's that. But as you said, I don't know what they accomplish at bottom lane either. Again, it's not a combo that utilizes like a Darkseer that pushes in lanes and harasses them innately. It's a combo that's like very distinctive when it wants to go, and when it does go, like which is how Aloha Dance did with just a right click, you take so much damage in return from the Gyrocopter and the Dazzle that I really don't see what they can accomplish. And nice awareness coming out of Limp. I guess he saw the Disruptor rotation coming in here, and he's moved this courier. It's very good awareness.
It was the Observer one. I think the courier was actually going the straight path, and then one of the supports saw it. So I might actually say it was either Hanskin or Seal Kit that...
Yeah. That's how it should be. The supports should be the ones watching the minimap, because the mid laner has to focus on the lane.
Yep. Okay, so you get the kill on Unison Farm. Terrific for Empire. But this is also a level 4 Phoenix. He's found 4 levels in 3 minutes as an offlane Phoenix. I'd be very happy if I was Unison Farm, especially as he's about to kill No Fear. That burn is more than enough. Or is it? It's going to time out.
Oh, he didn't get the second refresh on the Fire Spirit.
Okay.
Close.
The chat is only questioning in like ones, and that's all. just tell you guys, it's actually 25% of the viewer numbers of the people watching this stream currently using Twitch chat. 25%.
Yep.
Just to throw it to you. Low hard dance getting very aggressive. In fact, taking a lot of damage. That fissure is available. If they can get close enough, oh, the fissure, it locked him on the wrong side. They need to keep him in close so they can get that heal bomb off. Now it's Resolution who tanks the damage instead. Hanskin trying to go for the body block, but that bash 17% chance kicks in for Resolution, and he'll just walk himself away to safety.
Interesting turnouts. Like a lot of potential kills that come really close to an extent, and then one thing goes off, or it's like whether they live with like 30 HP or the fissure just gets missed. But so far, I think it's like within expectations how this is going out. Again, this dueling aggressive on Empire. I don't think this is gonna accomplish anything. I'm actually surprised Resolution has 10 CS.
Yeah, he has been trying to get up in the face of the Jaro. Like that's his upside here. And they haven't really lost out much. Like, they're still finding experience, and this lane does have a lot of potency once you hit your higher levels. Because once you get your level 6 up on both Resolution as well as over on a low hard dance, like adding Walrus Punch and Nether Strike is guaranteed kills practically. And once Seal Kid Hans get really meant to do against him, like Resolution, he's actually going to charge himself out of here. Able to do so onto the other side. Hanskin so low the snowball, trying to find a follow-up here, but a low hard dance. Hanskin's got the space to heal up. And he'll actually end up going down. That wasn't the dream. And Wind Ranger, wait, he got him!
Oh, she sniped him, yeah, with the ward. She saw the tail end of where the Resolution was running.
Wow, that's the dream.
That was a that was classic Empire right there. Oh, the old Russian 3-2-2. That's what that was.
It really felt like
they started fighting the Dazzle. Like I don't understand. Like, they just started fighting the Earthshaker and Dazzle under like 4 creeps. Dazzle could just heal bomb them anytime, and I don't know what they were thinking on that one.
Well, it's yep. They're the professional players for a reason. Unison Farm going to get charged. Resolution looking for the bigger hit, but he gives vision, which is the more important thing, allowing that jump down. The Thunderstrike is also on Phoenix, but it's not enough damage to find the kill until Tusker. In comes a low hard dance. The heal is still there from Seal Kid. This Dazzle is everywhere, and a low hard dance. It's happening again. The shallow grave's going to go on Unison Farm. Resolution's in too deep, and he's running back past the tower, but he won't live through this. A Fissure, like, it's still available for him to hit, and the tower to finish the job.
Oh,
Unison Farm will survive. Yoku has rotated himself over, but he doesn't have Sleight of Fist. He can't chase down anything. And he got scouted out by the range creep that was still there. Empire now give over another 2 kills. And it's the same 2.
Oh, man. Dude, what did I say, man? This duel lane... they don't get anything done at bottom, so they go top between the tier 1 and tier 2. And they don't get anything done there either. Oh man, this is so funny. This is so classic Russian Dota right here, I gotta say. Spirit Breaker Tusk opening first 2 into a Dazzle Gyrocopter. You can only expect this. Like, you can't really expect anything else. They have to get aggressive with these heroes, and sometimes when you don't get the kills, like, what do? You know, it's just unfortunate, but
Cry.
very entertaining.
You just cry.
Yep.
The second time you get denied, but it's also like you know, like Empire know what it's all about, because they did the same thing with the Dazzle in the last game. Like, they know what this hero brings to the table. They understand that you need to have continual damage. It's able to stand its ground, like stand time. Okay, that Shackle missed for the first time in 5 years.
I'm surprised he went for that.
No, he just thought, you know what, the Shackle, it should be able to hit, right? But yeah, you have the Dazzle, which means you have to be able to stand during the fight. You can't just think, we'll eventually kill them off. You need to have that damage ready to go after the Shallow Grave wears off, which means you have to stand there long enough and make sure all your early combos aren't just blowing, aka Shard Snowball and SP Charge.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, like, that's all they're limited to this game. Again, what damage do they have aside from that, the initial on-burst? That's why Dazzle's so good, that's why Gyro's so good. It really limits their options.
Silence
and,
on
I mean,
the
to the
hunt.
point where it just completely repels it.
Silence on the hunt. He's gonna get himself a courier.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Easy money. Do they have detection? They have silent back into invis in 2 seconds time. But the shackle from Limp is going to latch. Era's coming over. The fissure will make sure Silent can't go invis. The sentry wall is dropped too. And Silent, he actually goes down. They get rid of the dire observer wall, which was also placed. So the sentry works 2 ways. And now you're just taking out the #1 position of Team Empire for a nice little bit of extra cash into the Wind Ranger.
Yep. In the meantime, top lane, they're gonna go on Jonas and Fan here.
They could try.
Oh, he Phoenix Egg.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. I don't know if he had to do that though, did he? Because he already Icarus dived down far enough, or was it the glimpse he was trying to escape from?
It was the glimpse. It was the glimpse because he didn't have fire spirits. I think what would have happened, I felt, was if he had fire spirits, he would just get glimpse back. The Tusk already used both spells. So all he had to do was just Fire Spirit the Tusk and the Disruptor, and actually ulti, and he would have probably killed the Tusk, and the Disruptor might have just had to run. But I think his Fire Spirits were down on cooldown for another 9 seconds, so he just said, hey, I'll dodge the Glimpse, they can't kill me. And I think that was the right call.
Silence on the hunt again. He's not coming down to that sentry ward, however. He's going to rotate himself over to the bottom lane. And he'll catch Seal Kid out. He's already done his death pack, so he's got the bonus he needs.
I don't know. I don't think they're getting anything here. Yeah, the Earthshaker's just coming back. Again, there's too much defensive abilities on NA that become push.
They need to be able to stop the Shallow Grave from going off. Resolution, okay. Fisher, stun, call down. He's already used charge to initiate. Hanskin is just keeping that totem right in front of him. There's no way out. The Phoenix goes for the slide style.
Oh,
There's the Gyro that gets the kill. Now it's 6-1 in favor of NiP. I think we're going to be having ourselves a 3rd game, man, at this rate. it's not looking great for Empire, even though we are having a different scenario with the Ember Spirit in this game, as opposed to our earlier one, where Yoku is going to be having that Battle Fury in a decent amount of time. This Ember Spirit still found space to farm up, and he's got Silent, who's very proficient at taking out early tier 1 towers and doing what he's doing right now, which is just stalking Limp. And this gives space to Aloha Dance to find his levels on top. And Silence Invis, this should be wearing off in half a second. In fact, the Sentry Ward already sees it. Limp just burned his wind run, but he gets away to safety. The rest of NiP are rotating over. That Nova's back off cooldown again. Yoku gonna spirit down, but Hanskin's waiting for him. Vision to start with, they keep the sprites going again. Yoku now moving into Roshan. He can spirit himself over the hillside, which is exactly what he'll do. And NiP cannot follow that far.
Yep, nice play by him. And I was wondering what he was going to opt for this game, between the treads as well as the bots. Looks like he's going to pick up the treads. He already has the gloves and the belt in his stash available for him when he returns to Fountain. But yeah, again, the NiP, they have a lot of tools to repel the aggression coming out of Empire. I feel like Empire's picks just play right into the hands of NiP this game.
Yep.
And I didn't like the Phoenix pick. To be completely honest, I still don't like the Phoenix pick. I felt like there were better options. But given how the game's going, the Phoenix it's gonna be such a huge asset in the team fights that I don't really know if Empire can deal with a well-placed egg, even with the Clinks.
Question as well, man. But I'm not counting out Empire. I'm really not like.
Of course not. One of these days, Toby. One of these days,
yeah.
Resolution's charge, it's gonna connect. It's gonna hit somebody, and he's gonna bash.
Here it comes. They're going up Era. He lets the call out go. The shards lock him in. And Resolution, he has to move back. The Shackle latching up Aloha Dance and Resolution. The follow-up to a 3-man fissure from Hanskin. They're chasing down No Fear. One punch will do it. And there she blows. Seal Kid, the Shallow Grave will deny Yoku the opportunity. There is an Echo Slam available here from Hanskin. Is he going to commit it up right now? He just lost his Dazzle. Now the Echo Slam's going to go to work. One more Totem Stomp, and the Spirits arrive from units of Farm Hanskin. Well, okay, Yoku came back down again. That's not where he thought he would be, but the Shackle will latch from Limp, and with a double damage rune, he will take out the Ember Spirit, who was the one person who was actually having a good game until now.
Yikes. Don't know what to say about that one. I think he actually clicked a little too close on himself, and he had a back remnant that was quite far, and then he had another remnant in the woods where he ended up, and I think it just the selection was that it went to the one in the woods. And then of course he got caught by the Shackle there with Lim coming at a very timely moment. But Seal Kid there, he walked out of the range of the Static Storm just to get the Grave off, and he didn't get the Grave on Era. And if he got the Grave on Era, just as the Static Storm was expiring, Era could have used a lot more spells like the Rocket Barrage and just continuously fought back, and that would have changed that fight into a much heavier favor for NiP. But as it stands, 3 for 3, I think. So I told you, man, one of these days, this charge, it's gonna connect.
Well, it connected into the middle of cooldown and a lot of hurt. But yes, it did connect. And I'm still watching Silent very, very closely. Coming out in this courier is now going to be his first Mithril Hammer. So we're building quicker and quicker into that Desolator. No fear. Starting on Unison Farm, who is going to commit. He goes for the Nova, but there was no way No Fear was going to run out of that one. But Yoku will get himself a free kill. The Fissure didn't arrive in time. So he's able to just beat down the Phoenix for the price of a Disruptor. Worth it if you're Empire. This goes towards Yoku's damage dealing item, aka building into that Battle Fury. The Charger's coming into Limp. Now they want to bait out his Wind Run. Snowball will start, and he actually doesn't. So he goes for the Wind Run. Zan has to wait a little bit longer before he can connect in, but the Shallow Grave, he'll go in Resolution. He was locked in for the Ice and Earth Wall. They still want this kill on Limp, but Silent can't stick around for it. Low Hard Dance will get it with the Shards. And now No Fear, the perfect wall is up. He'll glimpse back Era, so he cannot fight it out. And Low Hard Dance just go home.
I almost wonder. Oh, actually, never mind. I guess it could be. I was wondering if he could actually turn the fight because his wall was so nicely placed that maybe with Static Storm and another Shard coming out of Tusk, they could have done something. But I think the other heroes just weren't in proximity. And I just clicked Yoki. I think his TP just came up, so it was a right call to just save his teammate. And nice play, of course, coming out of him.
Charge is coming.
Back.
Going on Seal Kid. And he's just out of range of... Actually, no, he's not. He had Shallow Grave on cooldown as well, so it's being a 1-for-1 trade-off. Maybe more with Silent getting Gloomin' up, but there's Resolution. The perfect timing, arriving with Yoku. He's perfect position to get the Searing Chains off. The double heroes with the Shards as well. They're kind of locked in by their own devices, however, which is a bit of a problem. But they did take out 2 cores and a support for it. And it was really good work as well coming in from the Disruptor. If he didn't hit that ulti the way he did, then Shallow Grave would have probably been a problem. Like, it was on cooldown, yeah, but they did the damage output to ensure that Dazzle died, so everyone else can die with him. Resolution's about to bash middle lane too.
Yeah, he's in position for another one.
Searing Chains.
Oh my gosh, Limp is dead, I think.
Yep, Snowball down, Walrus
Resolution?
punch.
Resolution?
Yeah, now he's gonna come. He waited for the Grave, and he can go into Nether Strike, punching Limp back, and they just pop him. The Disruptive Wall is down as well, and well, Era's gonna finish his TP in, but he's kind of all alone. Hansen's got a vision, but Silent's just running away, and they glimpse him out. Now, they kind of wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I think so. But I'm more all-knowing the fact that Hanskin missed his level 4 Fissure on the Clinks. With the Weave minus armor, the tower would have finished him. So that would have been a really big kill because he's just closing in on his Desolator.
Hanskin, Fissure will go, but Low Heart and Snowballs in, and the Echo Slam. Hanskin gets it off. But there's enough one charges that Era's damage is enough to be repelled. No Fear also to run out of here. You got the jump down from Unison Farm looking for these sprites. Can't actually find No Fear. He doesn't have a TP scroll available. He may as well just throw out the ulti and wall and try and survive. And well, now he's sprited up, throws out an ward and dies.
He dropped the ward before he died. Oh gosh, that's a lot of space, man.
They will never know that because he did it inside the tree line.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's really good.
And now they deny the mid-tier 1 tower, so that ward becomes even more prevalent. Because they can actually fight around the mid, back where that ward has vision because of that.
Exactly. And you know NiP will hover around that area more now that the tier 1 is down. But man, Toby, this is why I love Russian Dota, man. These guys, like, when the initial first, second, third attempts of kills don't go your way and you just get wiped, or you lose both heroes.
Just fight again.
They go even harder, you know. Like, they're like they just don't know when to stop.
Can they see Unison Farm? Silent's gonna give him the vision. Nakun's back. There's your ball. There's your ulti. And Unison Farm can't get himself out of this one. Silence damage. The Cold Embrace will stop it. And No Fear gets shackled. The Snowball up. Where is your punch? There it is from below. Hard dance out. One more Searing Arrow. It'll fly, but it will not connect. Unison Farm will actually survive, but in comes Resolution until he gets finished shackled. He won't go any further than that. He really wanted to kill off Unison Farm, and now he gets burnt down, power shot it down, and triple kill for Wind Ranger. Oh God, what?
Oh, dude, the timing when you said incomes resolution, that was perfect. Oh my gosh, he just canceled this charger. I could just see him looking around, looking left, looking right, and saying, "Where's my team, guys?" Oh gosh. Oh, that was brilliant, man.
Well,
Wow.
that 4K advantage they actually had almost like 5.5K of the experience advantage. It's
Yeah.
almost completely gone. With
Yeah.
this tier 1 tower on the top lane about to drop, they lose every bit of gold advantage they had while trying to force a fight onto a Phoenix who still survived.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't recall the interaction. He threw out the final searing arrow from under the low ground. I'm not sure if it missed.
It had to have missed because the arrow won't get disjointed. Nothing gets disjointed when you Icarus dive.
Right,
So
right.
it actually had to have missed. The kill should have happened on the Phoenix, but he missed attack uphill.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe the other thing is like maybe Dazzle healed him and he was healing with the urn too, but the urn would have gotten cancelled. So it's like I wasn't sure if I missed it or not, but regardless, it felt like it should have been a kill, but it wasn't.
It's still a level 4 searing arrow, man.
Yeah,
Like, even if you're
But that's-
healing up, it would be too much. Now, Silent, the perfect timing. They're going to be quick to have a double damage rune and that Desolator. The Disruptor ulti just keeps Limp out, and the Aegis symbol is the hands of Yoku. The Unison Farm, do you want to try and do this? Resolution's going in! It's the fissure! Hanskin started to prepare it, and then he pulled out at the last moment. Era getting caught in the tree line. Once again, this wall going to work, and Aloha Dance wants to walk out of here. Unison Farm does jump in, and the good fissure block will actually catch out Aloha Dance. But this is NiP circling like vultures around. Well, actually, it's Empire almost doing it.
I would say both teams are on the wrong side of the map right now.
Alright, nice side of Fist Searing Chains. If he only had a Battle Fury.
Yep.
Which, by the way, let him go farm up one camp and he's got it. But look at these camps. Like, you got one rogue starter, and you've got one, like, mud golem just sitting there.
Nice dodge. Did you see that dodge of the rocket with the sleight of fist? That was cute. Yep, he's got his Battle Fury in 20 gold.
He's got it now. Tower goes down. So Battle Fury flies out. So a 20-minute Battle Fury for the Ember Spirit. He's the highest net worth on the field. And this is a very different type of Ember. As I said, I mentioned it, like I touched on it previously. The fact that this Ember Spirit is able to get to a Battle Fury as opposed to having to go this early Blink Dagger like what we saw in S4. This Ember Spirit is the one that can fight and can farm, which means you can still keep like skyrocketing if as long as he finishes the Battle Fury delivery. Now, no fear. Well, he's already down. Get that courier away to safety. Why is that Battle Fury not delivering? Okay, there it goes. It was just traveling with the Ember Spirit for the last like 5 seconds. And he just used Sleight of Fist as well. So this, okay, no, that rocket's going for resolution.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Middle lane
Yeah,
though. Oh, they get the Nova off. But Silent, he's still got this Strafe available. The Echo Slam buys a little bit of time, but not enough. Aloha Dance gets the last punch out. Silent's on the run out of here. Invis is in 2 seconds time, but did they bring detection? They have sentry wads. They keep dropping them, but they're too far away now. Silent just keeps running out. Hanskin decides to hold the fissure as well.
In the meantime, we see Yoki at the bottom line just applying a lot of pressure and results, saying that, hey, all your heroes are chasing our clinks. I'm going to push in, clear your creep wave, and get out safely. And lose nothing, most importantly. So, forces NiP, forces their hand next. And of course, we see them coming back now. He has the Aghanim Scepter finished up, and I presume he's going to go for the Blink Dagger next. That's when Windrunner becomes a real, like a true hunter on the map, you know, when she can just blink in, get a guaranteed 3 point, almost a 4-second shackle, really. And then just run you down with a focus fire that does ridiculous amounts of damage.
She's still going to need to have that damage healing item. Because the focus fire is great, but you could just get caught out in the Disruptor ulti.
Yep,
Or get
yep.
glimpsed away, which means you need to have your damage right then and there and not rely on just the timing you've got of the shackle. Because you'll only get like maybe 1 second, 2 seconds of it before you get glimpsed away.
Yeah, between the reactions, it's certainly not as easy as you would hope it is.
Well,
There's a
your
sigil
first
scouting him out too.
That's a Blink Dagger for an Earthshaker, man. That Earthshaker has a Blink Echo Slam up in just over a minute. But the Blink is already here.
Yep. Only level 9 though, so it won't be a strong echo, but more than enough to change the tides of the fight, because he's about to have level 4 Aftershock and 4 EXP.
It's the instant stun you really want.
Yep, exactly,
Like
exactly.
That's the dream at this point. The damage can come later, and most of the damage later on is probably going to be negated by like the strength of just the SB as well as the Tuskar, the Ember Spirit's Flame Guard, and then you could have like a Death Pact over all the Clinks. So he's going to have a lot of life as well. Plus he's building into what looks to be a BKB now.
Speaking of the SP though, he's opted for an item that I rarely see on the Spirit Breaker. A pretty good choice, I would say. I don't think it's actually suitable for the hero itself, and in fact, I think it halts the hero's item progression because it doesn't really help him farm. But for the team, it's very good. And given the style that they're playing, they really wanted something that gives them a little bit of these things like the armor, life leech on Clinks and Ember. It's a very healthy addition.
Here comes the charge, and there goes the charge. Resolution pulled out almost instantly. But Silent, he finds Hanskin. And how many attacks does it take? He commits the Echo Slam for this, and Silent needs to get out. The cooldown's on the way, and Unison Farm gets punched up. Can he get into the Nova? No, he can't. The Disruptor already stopped him. What is that bloody shackle? It latches halfway across the field of battle. Resolution gonna bounce back Era, and he bursts 17% plus another strike attack. Seal Kick gonna get bounced back. The shackle will fly again. This time it will not latch onto anyone, and Seal Kick will end up dying. They're committing in deeper. But Yoku, 1 second till Sleight of Fist, and Limp is way too far back. Hanskin goes for the Fidget, but it's minimal damage. And that is going to be a 3-for-1 trade-off in the fight. I love how most of the damage in that fight was done by a low hard dance. He did 2.2k damage in that fight.
Yeah, his shards and snowballs and all these things are just doing a ton of work, and now he's about to die.
Well, all that work for nothing. He wands up, the glimpse is coming in, but that's just going to end up sending, I don't even know, it's just Hanskin a little bit further back. And they go for more, but that's it.
I think, honestly, I think this Phoenix pick is really beginning to show its true colors. Like, all these fights that I'm watching, every single one, he's either, like, losing his egg before the stun proc happens, or he's just unable to get it off because of the Disruptor. And every time, like, he's the crux of the fight for them, because they have the Earthshaker Dagger, which can kind of play like a 3-position hero in the sense that he can initiate now, but he blew his entire load on the Clinks there. So when they didn't have the follow-up damage because Gyro and the Windrunner weren't around,
they're coming.
It's up to him to stop, and yeah.
In comes Resolution. A little bit too early, however, as Unison Farm Resolution gets stunned up by the Fissure. He can't and doesn't really want to go in for the Nether Strike just yet, especially when Hanskin jumps forward. He gets the first stun over on the Spirit Breaker, and that Nova is down. Empire just want to disengage. Yoku gets stunned up by the rocket, but a low hard dance gives him a little bit more life through the mech. Sleight of Fist and Searing Chains keeps Hanskin back. He does actually connect over on the Fissure, making it difficult for a low hard dance, but that glimpse dragging back Unison Farm all the way, but not really again. Now the wall, but a low hard dance is down. Limp can't be pushed back far enough. He's still in range to attack. So a kill is a kill. At NiP, get a couple of them. And now can follow into the tier 2.
The way I see this game at this point is, if Unison Fan gets his egg off in the fight, they will win the fight. And if he doesn't get the egg off in the fight, they will lose. I think it's really as simple as that. And it might seem a little bit silly to just repeat it that way, but it really is like that. Like, there's so many abilities that Empire is always going to invest to try and Phoenix, like make sure the Phoenix doesn't cast his spells. And there's so many spells on the side of NiP between Earthshaker Fissure and Shadow Wave and Dazzle Grave, like, that can guarantee the Phoenix's survival on the initial onburst. So it really does come down to the Phoenix this game in the fights.
Era just realized the horrible, horrible truth. He just had his stack taken of Ancients from Silent. So while they're taking the tier 2 tower, the Ember Spirit was farming at the bottom lane. Silent took out his stack and then sniped the bounty rune from right in front of Era as well.
Ouch.
So Silent with this, it's going to complete up his BKB after he goes for one more camp or one more wave. That's a wonderful time for Ricklings. 26 minutes in, BKB, Desolator. He's up to level 16 as well, so he got that level 3 Death Pact available.
Yep, and then once he gets MKB on top of that for the Windrunner, he'll be able to snipe anybody in like 3-4 shots.
Yep. And that's where the dream arises for Team Empire. The fact that for all this is going down, for all the farm which you're getting over on Gyrocopter, like, he's got an SMY BKB. The damage output is decent, but he doesn't have any kind of extra, like, big evasion, so the Ember Spirit can take care of him. Like, he's got a Crystallis, Blink Dagger, Battle Fury built in for Yoku. Like, you're getting damage out from your Ember. You've already got huge amounts of damage from your Clinks because he's a Clinks.
Right.
But you get an uninterrupted Clinks attack. Now, Resolution, this isn't what he wants to have happen. He wants to keep attacking, but the Glimpse will pull him away. And Resolution just tanks through it. Now they jump in. They go for a low hard dance, but Disruptor holding here. It's going to BKB his way through it all. while Resolution keeps Limp on the back lines, but it's allowing Silent to attack him. But Limp, has that win run available. Echo Slam, it can't really control up Silent right now as he got that BKB up, but Era, the damage is just too much from this gyrocopter. He just turned it all on and killed off practically all of Empire. The fissure from Hanskin ensures the TPing out attack. And where do you go from here, Yoku? Limp is on the attack, and he gets the shackle with the focus fire. There's no protection. Ember will go down. The entire of Empire will die. And this is NiP's chance. There's no Roshan. They just have to go mid. Push the lane.
Yeah. I think settling for bottom tier 2 would be fine because they used all their BKBs and all their ultimates for that fight. And of course they won it. So just whatever they can get in terms of a follow-up is great. And I think bottom tier 2 again will be a really nice objective. I'm not sure if they have another smoke, but if they do have another smoke lined up, this is honestly how I see the fights going. To be frank, I think Aloha Dance didn't play that correctly. He didn't click mech and he didn't use any of his spells before he fell like inside the static storm. And I think he could have delayed the fight a lot more for his team. But as it stands, you know, it's the Roshan's a liability for Empire at this point because their angles of initiation are a lot worse than what they had 2-3 minutes ago before that fight.
Yep. Every time I think I got a grip of who's got control of this game. And you can see it in the grass where it just goes up and down, and right now we've basically got a V-neck in the middle of our graph. Goes down to 4,000 and then it kicks back up again to about 3,000. It's a little of a hunchback V-neck. But Empire, they are looking at Roshan. They want to go again.
Oh dear, I don't think they're the team that can do it at this point. I mean, with the
they're not ready for it.
Like,
the Clinks is coming down, and NiP are arriving too early. So they power shot him. They think the time is now.
Yeah.
But Silent can do this by himself. Like his death pact is not actually it's gonna wear off soon.
Yeah, I don't think he should though. That's the thing. Like it just puts them in a really bad spot. That's why I feel like this is a liability because they kind of want to take it away, but can they? And NiP already, yeah, look,
they got a glimpse because there's Observer Ward in the lane, but they're going to be max weaved out when they arrive on top of Team Empire. And the Observer Ward behind is actually seeing even more. They know exactly where they are. The Blink Echo Same will catch out too. Disrupt, however, still gets the ulti off, but Tuskhouse down for the count. Yoku survives until Roshan, very luckily for Yoku, does not bash him. No fear is on the run. Silence hanging in the neighborhood, so they put down the wall. And now Era trying to battle up against the Clinks as well as the Disruptor. But Disruptor has no ulti. The Rocket will connect to the Sun Ray plus Power Shot. Will find that kill. Hanskin's looking for more as he 4-staffs up. And he's going to find Yoku. But Yoku, a spirit a little bit further down. Dust or no dust, he's going to TP all the way back to base.
Oh, Hanskin's dead.
What? Okay.
Yeah, he stuck around. Playing the creep wave. Didn't respect that the Empire had a Clinks running around, or kind of forgot about
trying to finish this. Empire's coming back in again. They're going to charge on Sealkid. It's giving him vision inside the pin. Era will pick up the Aegis Immortal, but Silence coming back in for the fight. He picks off Sealkid almost instantly. Now they focus over towards Unison Farm. The Nova, it'll come out, and Silent can't get away in time. Get up the hill. The Nova will pop. And that is going to be a power shot, just missing barely on Resolution. The Orbs Wall keeps the vision up, but gets charged towards the top lane. And away to safety. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade-off. But it's a Clinks for a dazzle in that mid-fight.
Yep. I didn't think
the glimpse. No fear. Ulti. He has to do it. The punch. Punch him. Punch him.
Oh,
there we go.
On.
Unison Farm up in the air and hits the deck.
I forecast your demise.
Yep. So that's all she wrote for him.
Whew.
A lot of stuff happening indeed. I think
it's only 52 kills in 31 minutes, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. I think what Empire had in mind about that Roche engagement was like it was way too desperate, I feel. And I'm gonna hold that thought. I thought Aloha was actually going in.
He's only going to the creep wave.
Yeah. Hanskin saying the response hello, slapping the creep as well. But you know, if we talk about Hanskin, this guy is playing I thought he was playing a hard 5 position. I think maybe Sealkid took over the role, but he is very farmed on support Earthshaker.
With a Blink Dagger and a 4-staff, he's like... The maneuverability in the fight for him is great. It's actually almost better than the Wind Ranger at this point.
Yep. He's actually got more farm than Resolution on the Spirit Breaker. That really goes to show something. But again, that Roshan fight for Empire, I don't know, just re-engaging like that. I don't think they had any escape tools. So I'm actually surprised they didn't just get completely wiped.
I think they just saw the opportunity for quick picks.
Yeah.
And that's probably the best way to describe the way Empire have approached this series. Like, if there's a quick pick, they take it. Get a quick pick, create space, farm up the Amber, farm up the Clinks. I think you got the chance there. Clinks, however, is about to die. At the hands of the Wind Ranger with a little bit of help from friends.
Yeah, I don't think she could have actually killed the Clinks alone in the focus fire duration. So it was good that the chip damage came in from the other heroes.
Still kid. Sentry Ward. He sees where he goes. The Shackle won't launch, but it doesn't matter. A double kill for Limp. A very quick rotation. While Hunt's playing silly buggers. No, Resolution, don't do it, son. Don't go up there. You're only gonna die. It's not your game, Resolution. It's not your game. He's just bouncing her around on a cliff top.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Why? Meanwhile, back at home, Yoku is initiating it on Limp and Era, who are already pushing into the tier 3 tower. There's a rocket coming at them. The shards from Aloha is trying to slow down this push, but you got 3 heroes down for Empire. You take out the mid-ranks. Now Limp focus fires down the melee. He blinks away, expecting that Sleight of Fist to connect. He's so low on life, it's dangerous if he gets Searing Chained as well. And they burn through the fortification. There's Searing Chains and Era. He's got Aegis the Immortal. He doesn't really care too much, but now, in comes No Fear. They snowball in. Era still with an Aegis, remember, but Limp locked in the wall, triggers his BKB, walks out, and the Sunray is trying to keep Era up with the heal as well. The Sleight of Fist won't get close up. They will glimpse back, but he burns the BKB. Maybe not certain of the Aegis. No, he's got tons of time on the Aegis the Immortal. He's not certain the rest of his team can save him.
I feel like they could have actually turned that fight with the Spirit Breaker, even though he was respawning, because they used a lot of abilities just to get him to that point.
Yep. And they had the Earthshaker behind.
Yeah, and the Phoenix Egg as well, just sitting behind. You could just egg like out of position type of thing.
I suppose they got what they came for. Why take the risk? Like, you got a melee Rags, Empire, like.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't lose too much out of that BKB charge, to be completely honest. So I think it's definitely fine.
What's he down to anyway? So it's okay. It was the 8-second charge.
Yeah.
That's already fairly low.
You know, Yoki is really definitely keeping up with the farm, and I did say Empire was trolling. To an extent, I still believe Aloha Dance and Resolution are not playing this like as seriously in as I would expect them to, or something. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of just having a little too much fun with it. Who charges up there? Come on.
I really don't know.
Get up that between Earthshaker and Spirit Breaker. You know there's a tier 2 tower. People are gonna come.
That was so perfect. That was so. The Observer Ward, only freshly planted, saw Silent, and there's just simple blink to shackle, focus fire with a little bit of help from the Phoenix. Yeah. Phoenix actually took the kill, so they can take out the tier 2 tower on the top now, which is necessary, obviously, because they can't take another lane of racks until these tier 2 towers are gone.
I wonder if Ice Frog had that in mind when he changed that hill, how it looks. It used to be just enough space for a ward, and you couldn't blink up there.
Well, and now you could basically go river dancing on the top with friends.
You can have 2 people. It's like a little gladiator arena. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I saw it, man. Yeah. I was watching the shackle. Oh, it actually doesn't latch. That would have just been absolutely terrible.
Oh, is he gonna die though?
No. They've got Greaves available. There's enough burst damage, but now you've got a full Daedalus done on the Gyrocopter. He decided not to go in for any kind of like MKB kind of style, just go straight for the damage output. And you got a Blink level 2 Echo Slam, which Huntskin is itching to use.
Yeah. And that Sleight of Fist did no damage because Gyro's like so high on the armor.
Yep. They got another weave in 13 seconds. Resolution charges in, going after Limp. Turns on that BKB. Disrupt Rolly actually, well, doesn't really do anything because they're still BKB'd up, but there's a little bit of damage coming into Era. Limp locked inside the shards, blinked himself away. Aloha Dance unable to punch him in time. And Yoku jumping himself forward, got the Searing Chains over onto Dazzle. But you've still got a Healing Wave, you've still got Weave available, and Empire are not chasing this at all.
Yep. They also have Grave, so I can fully understand why Empire didn't want to charge into those 5 heroes.
Yep. Okay, so, question. San's going to finish at the Monkey King bar, definitely.
Yep.
Does Yoku just say, you know what, screw it. Like, we've already gone YOLO so hard in this game anyway. We're so far behind. Like, is it Rapier time for him? Because you've got the Daedalus and the Battle Fury, so you've already got the makings of everything you need to really capitalize on picking up a Rapier.
You know, I still think this game is not entirely over. or like NIP definitely have a huge advantage, but I don't think it's like insurmountable. But I also think that Rapier is one of those things you can get away with on Ember if you have more tools to survive in the Ordinary. Say like a Linken's, BKB, or in this case a Blink Dagger. I think he can do it, but I also think that maybe just getting an MKB is enough for them to win the fight. So they can lock down the Windrunner or do damage to her when she's BKB. Because right now, I don't think they can do any damage to her when she's in BKB, aside from a Tuskar punch, but there's no scenario I see where Tuskar actually gets on top of the Windrunner to punch her in the BKB, and even then, it's probably not going to be enough anyway.
You don't want to be here, Silent. You do not want to be here. Runs himself away. The BKB has to be used, and then back into Invis, but Limp's got the movement speed as well as the gem. So this Invis doesn't help him unless he can get himself out of range of Limp. And now, while the 4-star's there, Blink Dagger's back off cooldown. He's going to chase underneath the tier 2 tower with the focus fire. The cleanse back in time. No! Hansky gets the aggro slam off. And Silent will drop. Resolution now goes to Ham on the Earthshaker, punching him down until the Shallow Grave will keep him alive. Unison Farm fighting underneath that tower. Won't go down, however, dropping very, very low. It looks actually like, okay. Well, Tusker might get the kill on Hanskin, but he'll lose his life straight after. Unison Farm with a double kill. That's 3 for the price of 1 in favor of NiP.
Are they really trying to backdoor this tier 2? I feel like they should just run mid. I guess you can do it with focus fire.
Yeah, they got the damage.
I mean, I think you just go mid with the creep wave and just go straight top from there on out. Take the range racks and then.
I don't even need.
They wasted a lot of time here just now. They just wasted like 20 seconds of the downtime on the side of Empire for 3 heroes. So, I don't know. That was weird.
Well, they're still gonna come, man. The creep waves arrived and they're gonna push him. Fortification is available for Empire, so they can buy themselves a little bit more time as Yoku. That Spirit jump right in front of Era. But Era has currently got over 35 armor on that gyrocopter.
Yeah, I don't see a scenario where they kill him without the clinks, simply put.
Yep. And that clinks as well. Like, Silent's living life on the edge. He really wants to finish up the Monkey King part, but he needs a second Javelin to do so. So they need to give him the space to farm. Are they going to smoke up? Wait, okay, there's a lot of pings coming out from Dazzle there.
Oh dear.
They're jumping up, they go in, Limp, where's that attack? BKB is up, Blink, the charge goes through. Unison Farm doesn't have a Nova, and Silent can't do enough damage in time. Unison Farm's even going to get Shallow Graved up. Disruptor rolling us down, and there's no Icarus dive out. Actually, yeah, there is. It's up into the Sunray, burning him with 7 life. Finally be popped, but you committed all of that just to kill off a Phoenix. GG, well played. It cannot hurt any more than that. Well, actually, yeah, it can. Yoku dies. Game was good, game was golden, and game is going to another best of 3. We're going the whole length tonight. 2 full best of 3s. Game number 3, NiP versus Empire. Deciding match to see who will go forward and face up against Monkey Business, who earlier tonight defeated the Alliance. So we don't get the Alliance versus the Empire. I'm sorry. It's just not possible. But it could be Monkey versus the winner of this next series. So stay tuned. We'll be back after this short break.
You got spare game codes or any digital goods? There is a place you can sell them in less than 1 minute. Watch. Go to g2a.com. Click Start Selling. Fast login. Go to My Account and click on Selling tab. Sell new item. Enter name, code, set a price. And done. G2A.com digital marketplace. Global selling simplified.